Welcome back. So we are looking towards a little bit of a warm-up as we head into next week for areas that have been very, very cold, so the eastern half of Canada, and a continuation of the mild air for communities that have been very mild. I sent out a poll on my Instagram this morning saying, what kind of winter do you prefer? Because some spots have seen this very kind of non-winter over the last month or so, particularly BC and southern Alberta. Temperatures have been trending fairly mild. So we have a few little short waves mixed into this general upper ridge across western Canada. Then we start to see a weather system move in as we kick off February. So that signals some change. It helps to normalize the entire pattern. We get into more of a benign weather pattern until we hit the latter part of next week. And there are early indications that we will see a resurgence of the polar vortex to push us into the second weekend. No, I guess the first full weekend of February, and then the rest of the month afterwards. And it really digs in. I mean, this thing settles in, and it is very happy to be here. And it sticks around as we potentially go towards the end of February. So you'll notice temperatures for areas that have been very cold rebound a little bit by Sunday, even into Monday. But by mid next week, we start to see that dip back down. Now, in terms of the weather across the country, it is incredibly wet for the BC coast. We've got some pretty high intensity rainfall happening here in the yellows. Vancouver continues to be under a rainfall warning. We have snow continuing for the higher elevations in the BC interior. Some of that warm air is spilling into Alberta, so we've got some freezing rain potential as well. Couple different weather systems hitting. So this one ends tonight. You've got another one in behind as we kick off the 1st of February. And you can see, like, even farther west in the Pacific, that conveyor belt just continues through the region. So that is going to drive a continuation of the rainfall. There are the rainfall warnings this morning, so they've shifted a little bit. The interior no longer warned, but we're still seeing that on the Pacific coast and for Vancouver itself. And that warm air is mid-atmosphere for areas of northern Alberta, Grand Prairie included, crossing over the boundary into BC, so freezing rain potential is there. Take you to the other side of the country. Let's end things off in Toronto this morning. There is a yellow level cold warning in effect for the city of Toronto, so it looks real pretty, but you can see all that steam coming off the buildings. You're seeing that condensation happening, so temperatures in comparison to areas farther west staying cold. We're not quite getting the warm up that cities like Regina and Estevan will see as we head into tomorrow. We're going to talk about the nor'easter coming up in the next half hour, but for now, here's a closer look at today.